Magnet's gone from this. Oh no, what's Merlin done? Oh no, it just attached to this magnet here. Okay, that's okay. No, I just need to separate it because they're gluing together pretty rapidly. Is your trouble you cause, cat? Oh no, I don't know if I can get them apart. There we go. Alright, let's separate them. Okay, snap one back there. Tiny blob of glue on the side of them just to help encourage those two to stay together. There we go. They're a match made in heaven, they can't split up.
That and I will not let them.
Oh god, he's already making his way back here. Why are you doing this to me, you devil? No, don't touch that, that's sharp, you silly boy. I've already forgotten which way around this is. Do you not want these guys to be built or something? Have you got beef? Is there beef, cat? Okay, it's stuck to me. Don't stick to me. Stick to this. There we go. Right, we're going to let that dry. And I'm going to move these over away from here. Where's that other bit of hose, cat? You sat on it. You stand up for a minute. Stand up. There's that bit, but I know there's another bit of hose somewhere. Or haven't... Oh no, I've not cut it off yet, have I? May as well do that now. The cat is getting notably annoyed at me. I mean, how dare I stop him from sitting here, right? Alrighty then. Snip. Cat, I was here first. Stop getting so bothered by me. Snip. Oh god, flew away. You literally... There we go. Right, you finally getting the hint? You finally leaving? Oh, no, of course not. Why do I put up with them? I don't know. I'm just that way inclined. Alright then. Now let's test this connection here. Solid. Yep, solid. And this is also still solid. Everything's solid. Solid day. Alright. And the final bit of these particular weapons. Oh, okay, no, it's going to lean forward. And that's, of course, these bad boys, as usual. But I seem to have found a decent method, at least. Where I glue this bit first, and then do it from there. Such an underwhelmingly simple explanation. Oh dear. Sloop, sloop, sloop. Wipe it toot. Very good. Let's quickly throw him on here. Well, it looks like this one could also meet, unlike the last guy. I just need to be more competent. Okay, if I just put you on first. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna attach him here. Cat is walking all over my keyboard. Hopefully it doesn't stop the recording. Something like that. Let's quickly attach it. Make sure that it all lines up. Nice. Okay, yeah. All comes together very well. It's all solid on his hand. Do a couple of extra sweeps on the outside as well, just to make sure. Excellent. Alright then. Good firm attachment on the back. Brilliant. Nice. Looking really good. Another helpful bit of instructions. 94 and 94. And I have no 94s anyway. At least not those shoulder pads. So, it looks like I'm just going to have to choose for it. These ones look lovely. Come on. Prune. There we go. Nice. Right, let's get this where it needs to go, which for those who don't know is his shoulder. And stick. Thankfully it's such a perfectly matching shape. You just jam it on and it just forms beautifully to it. And with the other, watch me eat my own words as this one doesn't form. But it did. Nice, very nice. I do love these suits actually. It's so ridiculously bulky. Snip, snip. Nice. Scrape, 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 scrape. Demold lining. Here we go. Get a tiny smidgen of white blue tack from here. There we are. Pop a little blob of it in there. Nice. I know it doesn't go with the flame storms, but still. Keeping it all together and all that. There's actually too much blue tack. That's how little we need. Half of that. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. Now, speaking of perfect, let's see how well this is set. Excellent. Good. And good. Brilliant. Then we can don him with what he's actually supposed to have over here. And number 2. Excellent. Cool. That's model number 2. Looking good. I must ask, though. Is there a reason why you can't have one of each, you know? So he has the storm bolter and then the firestorm gauntlet. I've forgotten his name briefly. You know, one of each. Is there any reason why that can't be the case? Or are these guys just absolute suckers for symmetry? Either way, even when it is the same thing on both sides, it's still pretty cool. Alright then, to the next guy. The Sergeant, no less. So, we now have 2 of the aggressive boys. So, we are going to get on with building the last one, and we're going to do it ultra fast. Just because I haven't done any skin for a while, we're going to go with this one. Because he's the Sergeant.
Sand, sloop, stick, scrape, snip, prune, sloop, yay, stick, snip, prune, scrape, snip, prune, lava, stick, sloop, 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 stick, snip, prune, sand, scrape, loop, stick, stand, snip, prune, scrape, sand, measure, snip, 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 scrape, loop, stick, snip, prune, scrape, shloop, stick, snip, snip, scrape, shloop, stick, snip, scrape, logo invasion, reference, magnets, dot, stick, leave to set, snip, scrape, sloosh, sloosh, stick, sloosh, stick, sloosh, stick, tester, excellent, sloosh, stick, good, snip, sand, snip, scrape, dot, stick, extra stick, snip, scrape, prune, logo invasion, scrape, loop, stick, snip, scrape, tester, nice, not so nice, stick, loop, stick, snip, sloosh, stick, second tester, excellent, good, slooshy, stick, line up, nice, snip, scrape, white blue tag, stick, excellent, remove, snip, prune, scrape, shloop, stick, snip, scrape, dot, stick, leave set, snip, shloop, stick, tester, good, shloop, stick, removal, snip, scrape, dot, last magnet, stick, snip, prune, scrape, shloop, stick, snip, prune, stick, and oh no, shloop, stick, excellent.
Right, and with that, that's all 3 of them now done. Only thing I really need to do before I do anything else is stick them to their bases. I always use super glue for this split. That's 1, dot, that's 2, and lastly today's gentleman. Dot. Way too big, but never mind. Stick. Excellent. Alright then, cool. There we go. What's intriguing that I've noticed is that these two with their Flamestorm gauntlets are sticking out a bit more, as this one, his Flamestorm gauntlets aren't sticking out as far. Wonder if there's a reason for that. Do let me know, anyone who knows. Hang about, I'm being a silly boy, I've not put his pauldrons on yet. Let's do that now, shall we? Snip. We get a nice fancy one. Lather, panther, flather. Stick. Lovely. Lather,
I am your father.
and stick. I love how well they fit on the shoulders. They're just, it's very satisfying. Alright, excellent. Now he's done. Now they're done. Magnifique. Okay, so this is them in their Flamestorm Gauntlet configuration, and this is them in their Auto Bolt Storm configuration with the Fragstorm launchers on top. Yes, very cool. Very quick and easy to change and take apart, and yet also very, very secure, which is excellent. Marvellous. It's also handy because I can take these bits off and paint under there when the time comes. But yes. Ooh, there we go. Right. Magnifique. Okay, so next on the agenda, we're going to add some physical damage and weathering to these boys before priming. Because I did it to the Ballistus Dreadnought after priming, and it did look very good, but a lot of people pointed out that I should have done it before the priming, and I thought that was the case at the time, but I didn't really think of it until after priming. So this time, I'm going to jump into the correct bandwagon and do it now. So I have here a currently on and very hot soldering iron, which I'm going to use to make some pockmarks in their armour. Akin to bullet holes, hopefully, and we shall see by the end of this. Alright. Disclaimer, make sure you guys do this either outside or in a ventilated room. And you know what, I should probably wear my mask for this, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Alrighty, I am masked up. Let's try this. Oh, damn. Okay, that looks very cool. I like it. Make a skimming shot. Excellent. That's very, very good. I'm just going to move these guys out of the way to make sure that I don't lose my focus. What if we lost the top of his... small pock in the back there. There we go. Okay, cool. I think that'll do on this guy. Nice. I imagine they'd be really good. This would be really good for making like warts and boils and whatnot. If you're doing something Nurgle related, that'll be really cool. And scratch. Very good. Nice. Make sure it's folding in rather than out. There we go. There we go. We fought something big that scratched him. Let's quickly just move this now so I can get access to this leg. Nice. I think that'll do on this guy. And for this fellow, what can we do that's different? If I was to wear away a huge chunk of this arm. Wow. So scrape away the... Nice. In fact, you know what? I think once it's cooled off, I'll just use a knife and scrape away the excess, make it look less like a mouth and more like an actual gouge out of the armor. And paint it up. I'm sure that'll look very cool. Excellent. Like he barely missed a serious solid slug. Something tells me this guy's really been through it. Of recent leads. Sure. It's cooling down quite rapidly, thankfully. That's cool. And before going any further, just going to take off the flamers and then attach to them instead their Stormbolter gauntlets and do some similar treatment to them. Oh, cat's coming over, but you're definitely not allowed here right now, buddy, so back up, back up. You can come over and say hi afterwards, alright? Okie dokie then. Now to give some damage to the Storm gauntlets. Auto Stormbolter gauntlets. It's such a complicated name. I've also got to remember to drill these barrels before I prime them as well. So many things to do. There we go, nice bit of wear and tear on those. Okay, big gouge out the top there, nice, nice. Alright, I think that's all we need, doesn't need to be too much, otherwise it gets excessive. And the last one. It logically makes sense to me to do most of the damage coming from the front, because when they're raising their gauntlets and firing, there's usually enemies in that direction, and thus there's usually people shooting back. That's my logic anyway. Schwink. Nice. Yeah, I'll leave that one undamaged, just say it just managed to get through without any damage. Alright, cool, nice. Very, very nice. I think there we go, cool. Right, nice. Alright then, now I'm putting this fellow away. Oh, cool, yeah, soldering iron on models looks really cool. I thought it would be a little overkill, but, well, I guess in the world of 40k, nothing's really too overkill, is it?
Right. Mask off, mask on, mask off. Cat looks so annoyed that he's not allowed over. I just don't want you burning yourself, you silly boy. Alright, now, take this off, just give me room. Let's just sort of scrape off the excess of this before it looks too silly. Wow. Definitely makes the plastic denser as well. Get rid of you as well so you're out of the way. Oop. Good thing my thumb wasn't in the way of that. I'm going to try a different knife. I'll give this slightly narrower flat edge a go. I mean, I know there'd be a bit of blowout from the armor, but I didn't want as much as there was. Right, cool. Then I'll sand down the rest, and then once painted over, it should look really good. That's the plan, anyway. The grand plan. As laid out by Grandpapa the Emperor. Cool, very good. Yes, indeed. I love it. Right then, hopefully too much won't be lost when I finally get around to priming him. But we shall see when we get there. Now, is there a need to cut much off? I'm going to cut a bit off, like this bit here. There we are. Yeah, going to make that more of a sharp cut than the blast below it. Where's the guy with them scratches? Here's Scratchy Dan. Scratchy Dan. No, that's not official. His name is not Scratchy Dan. Just making that clear right now. Here we go. Some nice deep scratches. Cool. I'll leave the bits. Actually, I'll just do a sort of quick scrape. There we go. Nice. Just to further enhance them. There we go. Let's say we take a chunk out of this bit here. Make it look extra chippy. These things have been magnetized for gameplay, not really for manhandling like I am right now. There we go. Nice. Let's give his face a bit of a scratch, shall we? Going right up by his eye. Cool. Now you know he's a badass. He's got the scratch on his eye. Very cool. So we'll move over to my buddy. There we are. Nice, nice. Oh, I do love the pop marks in there. It looks so good. Put some scratches on the inside. Make it look not so smooth. I mean, maybe it was a plasma thing that hit, and that's why it looks so melted. Yeah, okay. Cool. We'll keep the scratches there. Bit on the hood. Nice. So a quick pep talk for everyone who's watching this and thinking, there's no way this guy's actually an amateur because he's doing these fancy things. But I want you all to remember, I don't know what I'm doing. I am very much improvising, just sort of using my head and thinking, right, what could look good here, there, everywhere. I'm not certain any of this will look good. I'm really not. I only think, oh, that looks good when it's done. And that's the same for everyone, guys. So, in the end, the secret is just to jump in. It's like, if it doesn't work, so be it. Don't forget, this is the far future of 40k. There's all kinds of weird and wonderful, well, not wonderful things, they're all horrible. But if you make some weird mark, you're like, oh god, I can't think of anything that would do that. There's high chance there's something in the 40k universe that would have done it anyway. So, you know, just jump in. Don't be anxious about it. Just jump in and go nuts. It is the best way to learn. Got his like a little funny belly button. Yes, that's my pep talk for the day. They always say, fearless, optimistic recklessness is ultimately the key to learning something like this. Nice. Cool. Let's use the same bit here. Oh, nice. Nice big chunk. Nice. That scratch kind of makes no sense now. Never mind. No one will know but me. Cool. Right, I think that will do nicely. Excellent. I'm really pleased with that. I know you want to come over, Cat, but now's not the time. I don't want you getting hurt, you silly boy, because I know what you're like. You're a silly boy. You do silly boy things. You just had to come over, didn't you? I told you not to. Alright guys, after I'm done petting the cat a little bit and making him feel welcomed, because that's what he wants, we shall get on with priming these fellas.
Yeah.
Get some fresh tack out here. There we go. These tacks aren't tack enough anymore, so just gonna scrape all these off. I can't believe this tack actually gripped. This tack actually gripped this that hard. Damn, that's cool. That's all that for the bin. There we go. Thankfully I've got another batch of tack, but still trying to make it last. Very funky angles to spray. But spray as we shall. The cat is just loitering on the edge of my priming station. He's just so eager to jump in and be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Silly boy. Wait, this is storm one. Oh no, it's broke. Okay, I'm gonna need to fix that real quick. Alright, we'll give that one a few minutes on him in order to reform back to him while it dries. Should only be a few minutes.
Alrighty then. So, I've got everything all stuck down here ready to go. I've got the 3 aggressors, I've got the flame bits, I've got the missiles, and I've got the storm bolts at the back there. Now I've thoroughly shaken and warmed up my black matte base coat, so, well, primer, sorry. So let's do this. And of course, as you can tell, I'm masked up.
Alright then, that is these guys primed, and they're looking very good for it. Excellent. All the blemishes survived very nicely, so that's good. Excellent. Even the smaller ones, they also survived. Nice, nice. Good. Now the flame gauntlets. Flame storm gauntlets, sorry. There's the auto storm bolt gauntlets. And the frag storm grenade launchers. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to do something a little different with these guys. I'm going to give a go at dry brushing the Macragge blue onto them, rather than my usual just regular painting them Macragge blue. I've no real clue how well it will turn out, but we shall see. It's going to be fairly heavy. Move these guys. Alright then. In fact, you're not. I'm going to try it on someone who's not the sergeant first. Okay, let's do this. My hopes that this will help keep some of the shadows that naturally form from the black primer. It's looking good so far. It's certainly a nice blue. It's just mainly getting into the, the nooks and crannies. To get them blue is not so easy. I've just realised, am I basically doing slap chop right now? So I remember researching it a while ago, thinking, oh, that sounds straightforward, but I've forgotten if this is what it is or not. Am I slap chopping, ladies and gentlemen? Do let me know. If so, I see why people do it.